into content creation, I'm pretty sure that you have heard about the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And if you have followed the news about this camera, I'm pretty sure that you've heard that the normal version of this camera went up not only for $100 or $200, it went up for $280, leaving it at $799 its basic version, and the creator combo went up by $310, leaving it at $979. If you were thinking about getting this camera, I'm pretty sure this is something that could discourage you. So on this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you a couple of cheaper options that could honestly suit your necessities better depending on your budget. This video is going to be divided in two parts. One for those that have a phone from 2022 or later, and one for those that have a phone from 2021 or earlier. Now, if you're one of the persons that have a phone from 2022 or later, trust me, you don't need a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. The quality of your phone's camera is just fine, and believe me, no one is gonna notice if you change for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Instead, I would encourage you to get a better microphone, better lighting, and a stabilizer instead. For example, the DJI Mic Mini is a top-of-the-line wireless microphone that is only $169, and it comes with 2 transmitters, 1 receiver, and a charging case. Alongside of that, there's the DJI Osmo Mobile 7P, which is the top-of-the-line stabilizer that DJI is currently selling within their lineup. Which, if you think about it, the only difference between the Osmo Pocket 3 itself and your phone is that the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 has a 3-axis stabilizer gimbal, whereas your phone needs to digitally crop in order to stabilize the image. And if you go to DJI's website, you're going to find that they have a bundle for the stabilizer and the DJI Mic Mini 1 transmitter for $208, which I think is a much better option than buying an $800 handheld camera or $979 creator combo version of it. Now for lighting, I would recommend the portable lights from SmallRig. The P96 is the version that I currently have on that wall, and there's a Pro version that is $24.99. This version is just $21.70. In the end, if you decide to go for the stabilizer and the Mic Mini combo alongside with a P96 Pro light, it will give you a grand total of $232.99, which is much cheaper than the Osmo Pocket 3, and I think is a much better alternative if you're into content creation and you're preparing yourself to start. For people that has phones from 2021 or older, I would recommend that you get the iPhone 14 Pro. I know I've talked a lot about this phone, but trust me, it is not for nothing. The quality of this camera is pretty good. It's gonna get you good footage, and if you pair it with the gear I mentioned before, trust me, you're gonna get high quality content out of it. This phone is currently $569 within the Amazon Renewed store, and you can pair it with the stabilizer and Mic Mini combo for $208, which is going to give you a grand total of $777. If you pair it with the P96 Pro Lite, is gonna give you a grand total of around $801.99, something like that, which is around the same of what the Osmo Pocket 3 simple version costs. Alongside with this, I would consider getting a SmallRig MagSafe mount paired with a magic arm with super clamp. This is a great combination that it's going to get you creative shots with simple gear. As I said, the total of the MagSafe mount with the Magic Arm is around $40, and you're gonna get more out of it than if you decide to go for the Osmo Pocket 3 for $800. The reason I say that you should get an iPhone 14 Pro instead of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 if you have a phone from 2021 or before, it's because you're not only getting a camera, you're getting a phone as well that you're going to be able to use up until 2029, as Apple said that they would be giving support to this phone until 2029, and that basically means that you're going to get security and software updates, which basically means your future proving your purchase. Now, what to do if you don't actually have money to buy an iPhone 14 Pro? Well, I would highly suggest that you get a DJI Mic Mini at least and the P96 Pro Lite. I'm fully confident that the combination of those two things are going to upgrade your content quality by a lot. Now, people speculated that the reason why the Osmo Pocket 3 was raised in price was because the Osmo Pocket 4 was going to be released on July this year, which, if you take into consideration the pattern behavior of DJI in regards to the Osmo Pocket products, I don't think that's true. I mean, if you look at the facts, the Osmo Pocket 2 was released 2 years after the Osmo Pocket 1, and the Osmo Pocket 3 was released 3 years after the Osmo Pocket 2. And if you take into consideration the Osmo Pocket 3's popularity and how good of a camera it is, I don't think we're near getting the Osmo Pocket 4 in the near future. I think it's going to be released in late 2026 or early 2027, or at least that's what the experts say. Now, I hope that you don't get discouraged if you don't have enough money to get the Osmo Pocket 3 or any of the gear that I mentioned in this video. As everyone says, the best camera is the one that you currently have within your pocket. That's your phone. And if you currently don't have enough money for the gear that I mentioned, or the phone that I mentioned, the iPhone 14 Pro, I hope that you start creating content with the gear that you currently have with your phone or whatever, so that you get to see that you can create high value content just with what you have. As long as you have creativity and a good mindset, I do believe that you can get far in content creation. So that was it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. As always, you can help other creators by putting down in the comments other gear that you consider would help them upgrade their content quality. And as always, see you next time I hit record.